Что-то летит. Что-то летит. Ебать, нихуя себе летит. Ебать, заходи нахуй. Охуеть, я обосрался.
Ukraine retaliated for Russian energy attacks with a targeted drone strike on the Oryol thermal power plant, igniting fires and triggering explosions, local authorities reported on January 12th. Governor Andrei Klitschkov confirmed the blasts and said air defenses were active over the region as Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles struck the facility. Russian telegram channels warned residents. Oryol, prepare for a prolonged attack. We are tracking a large group of UAVs moving from Bryansk toward Oryol. Footage circulating online showed flames and thick smoke rising from the power plant, underscoring the strike's intensity. This was not the first disruption in Oryol. On December 19, 2025, a series of explosions caused blackouts in parts of the city, demonstrating Ukraine's continued focus on crippling critical energy infrastructure. Neighboring Belgorod Oblast also remained under strain. As of January 12th, residents faced a third consecutive day without electricity. Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov reported that roughly 600,000 people were still without power, and over 60% of cell towers were offline. The disruptions follow a January 9th attack on the Storozhevaya substation, along with hits on the Luch thermal power station, where smoke was seen rising from the facility. These operations highlight Ukraine's strategic shift toward retaliatory strikes against Russian energy targets, disrupting supply lines and communications, while demonstrating the effectiveness of precision drone operations. As winter continues, the impact on civilian infrastructure and morale is mounting, signaling a new phase in Ukraine's defense and deterrence campaign. And that's not all. Drones of the Unmanned Systems Forces struck a Russian ammunition depot and 2 electrical substations in the temporarily occupied Donetsk region during the night of January 13th. Robert Madyar Brovdi, commander of the Unmanned Systems Forces, reported the attack and released video footage of the strikes. Personnel of the 1st Separate Center of the Unmanned Systems Forces and the Kairos Battalion of the 414th Magyar's Birds Brigade, in coordination with the newly established Deep Strike Center of the Unmanned Systems Forces grouping, executed the operation. The first target was the 330 kilovolt Myrna electrical substation in Russian-occupied Mariupol. Video footage shows drones striking the facility, followed by a fire. The damaged substation is reported to be a key system node in the power supply network and a transit station for the Azovska substation. Ukrainian drones then carried out strikes on the 220 kilovolts Azovska electrical substation in the settlement of Staryi Krim. According to the Unmanned Systems Forces commander, it is a critical element of the region's industrial energy supply and operates in the interests of the Russian defense industry. Also during the night, Ukrainian drones blew up a rocket and artillery weapons depot of the Russian occupation army in Makiivka. In addition, they attacked the invaders' positions on the territory of a local oil depot. Earlier that evening, local residents of the settlement recorded on video a large fire and explosions at the site belonging to the Russian invaders. The scale of the fire indicates the loss of significant stockpiles of the invaders, which could directly affect their capabilities in this sector. Makiivka is used by Russia as a major logistics hub for its grouping of troops in the Donetsk region. They deploy their forces and equipment there, including at civilian facilities. On the morning of January 13th, the Ukrainian Defense Forces, using domestically produced missiles, struck the facilities of the Russian Molnia UAV manufacturer in the city of Taganrog. First-class Russian driving. Maybe it's a good thing they're switching to horses. For over a month, The Drone Systems Coordination Center has been operating at the base of the 7th Air Assault Corps, bringing together operators from multiple branches: Air Assault, Ground Forces, Navy, Police, and National Guard. It streamlined real-time intelligence and precision drone strikes in the Pokrovsk area. Since the start of 2026, it has eliminated or wounded 518 Russian troops and destroyed over 90 vehicles, multiple robotic platforms, and hundreds of fortifications. Despite repeated assaults and heavy losses, Russian forces have been unable to capture Pokrovsk, a key urban stronghold in eastern Ukraine. The main reason lies in Ukraine's highly coordinated defense, combining precision artillery, drone strikes, and well-trained infantry units. Russian troops attempting to advance north of the city are repeatedly disrupted before they can mass forces, with Ukrainian drones and artillery striking supply lines, command posts, and armored vehicles. The Drone Systems Coordination Center at the 7th Air Assault Corps plays a pivotal role. Operators from multiple branches, Air Assault, Ground Forces, Navy, Police, and National Guard, share real-time intelligence to direct strikes with extreme accuracy. Since the start of 2026, this network has eliminated or wounded over 500 Russian soldiers, destroyed more than 90 vehicles, multiple robotic platforms, and hundreds of fortifications, effectively blunting Russian offensives before they can gain momentum. Urban terrain also favors the defenders. Pokrovsk's industrial zones, railway lines, and fortified positions create choke points that slow attackers, expose them to counterfire, and make massed assaults costly. Morale and preparation give Ukrainian defenders another edge. Well-trained units, experienced commanders, and rapid coordination mean that even large Russian formations struggle to advance without sustaining severe losses. As a result, despite weeks of attacks and mounting casualties, Russian troops remain stalled outside Pokrovsk, unable to breach Ukrainian defenses or seize control. The city has become a testing ground for modern combined arms tactics, where intelligence, drones, and precision strikes continue to tip the balance decisively in favor of Ukraine. Ukrainian strike drones from the 412th Nemesis Brigade destroyed 3 key Russian air defense assets on January 12th. A P-18-2 Prima radar, a Tor SAM system, and a Tunguska anti-aircraft gun missile system. All were hit over 100 kilometers behind enemy lines with mid-range munitions. These are the 9th, 10th, and 11th enemy air defense targets eliminated so far this month.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.